Well, he kept us waiting, but here he is, Lee Carsley, England interim boss ahead of the Republic of Ireland tomorrow.
How does it feel to be back in Ireland? I mean, I guess with your family connections, you know that these two nations are so very close but so very far apart in many regards.
Yeah, it feels good. We've only been here for maybe an hour and a half, so far it's been good. I think we had a brilliant reception from a lot of kids that were waiting outside with the football shirts on, and the lads were straight over as they got off the coach to go and greet them. So, you know, you can tell that there's a good atmosphere in terms of the anticipation for the game tomorrow. So, yeah, really looking forward to it. You
know perhaps better than anybody what an intimidating atmosphere it can be like in that stadium. But for you personally, with your ambitions with this job in mind, how important that you get off to a winning start, do you think?
Well, we spoke quite a bit this week about performing. I think if you focus too much on a result, especially when you're building up to it, you can sometimes get a bit carried away. So outperforming the player that you're playing against will be a big thing for us. And we spoke a lot this week about control. So, you know, we've had 3 days training with the players. They've been so receptive to not only myself but the rest of the coaches. We've done a lot of work on and off the pitch in terms of the clips as well. So, yeah, I think we're in a good space. Really impressed with the players. I knew they were a high level and a high standard beforehand, but to work with them for the last 3 days up close, you know, you can see that they're not only top players but they're good people as well. They want to do really well, which really helps.
Harry, good to see you.
And you.
Look, for all but one of your 9 years as an England player, you had Gareth Southgate as your manager. So this is a new era. It's a big change. How different is it? In what ways would you describe it's different, and how does it feel from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit strange when we first come into camp, but, you know, the boss has tried to, have his ideas and his identity. I think, we've done a lot of good things with Gareth, and, you know, we've done, well again in the summer, but ultimately, you know, a new coach has some new ideas and some fresh ideas and wants to try and implement that on the team, especially on the pitch. So, it's been good. You know, a lot of new faces, a lot of young players in the team as well who are really excited to be here and excited to express themselves. So, from my point of view, it's, another exciting chapter in my England career.
James?
Yeah. Hi, both. Lee, Rob obviously mentioned your Irish background, but there's going to be a lot of focus on Jack Grealish and Declan Rice in Ireland, given they switched allegiances. Do you have any concerns about playing them tomorrow in what might be quite a hostile atmosphere?
No, not at all. I think we spoke not only about Jack and Declan, to the whole squad. We spoke about the atmosphere. We expect it to be exciting, passionate, loud, but it'll be no different to what the players are used to in Premier League games or high level games. So, I think they'll be ready for whatever comes out.
And what reception do you expect, sort of personally?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Probably the same. But if the reception that we had off the kids outside was anything to go by, it'll be very positive.
Harry, you've had a bit of time to reflect on the Euros now. What's your assessment of the tournament now you look back at it?
Yeah, I think we've done extremely well to get to the final. I think it wasn't an easy tournament. I don't think we reached the levels in a lot of the games that we know we can, but I think the positive thing from that is the fact that we got to the final. So, whenever it ends like that in defeat, you know, everyone quickly goes away and it's back into your own life and you try and get a break. But before you know it, you know, you're back for the new season. So, you don't fully get over it, but I think you move on and you look at areas you can improve from a personal point of view. You look at areas you can improve and try and implement that on the new season. But I think as a team, you know, we can take a lot of positives from the summer, a lot of positives from, you know, the last 4 years, especially. But ultimately, it's about improving, and there's areas that we can improve, especially in the games when we look back at the summer. So that's now our task as players, is to try and get better, and you know, these games in the next few camps are a great opportunity to do that.
Is it harder to get over a second final, or easier because you've experienced it before?
No, it's not easier. I think every defeat is different in their own way. I think, it's tough. You know, whenever you get so close to reaching one of the pinnacles of your international career, and it gets taken away like that, it's really difficult. But ultimately, life moves on. You have to move on. You have to get up and go again. And like I said, I think from my point of view, it just makes me even more motivated. It puts the fire in the belly to try and get back there again, or in a major tournament, try and get back there in the World Cup and have a different outcome next time.
And just finally from me, have you spoken to Gareth at all since he stepped down?
Yeah, we spoke after it was announced, and we just had a brief chat, and we both just wanted to thank each other, and I'm sure we'll have a proper catch up when we have some time to see each other in person. But no, of course, Gareth was a big part of my international career and a lot of the lads. But all we can say is thank you to him, and now we look forward to a new chapter in our careers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nesta McGregor from BBC News. Lee, congrats. I'm a newbie like you. It's my first England away game. I wanted to know, you mentioned that I've only been with the squad for 3 days. So tomorrow night, you mentioned the word performance. Is that long enough to implement your ideas? And what are we going to see different? Because talking to a lot of fans in the city centre, it was the performance that they wanted to see. Win, lose or draw, we want to enjoy the football. So have you had long enough to do that?
I think we have, yeah. I think we've tried to get 3 or 4 different ways of playing. Ultimately, we have to play to the players' strengths. I don't see it as my style or my way of playing. I think the key to coaching is making sure you utilise the players' ability in their profiles that they've got. So hopefully we see that tomorrow.
And a question for Harry. I saw a few clips of Angel Gomez and Morgan Gibbs-White, literally kids in a candy store. Couldn't believe it. Best friends since they were yay high. What's it like having that new energy in the camp as well? Yeah,
it's great, and it's it's great for the experienced players as well. And I think I've been playing for nine years or so now for England, and I still remember what my first camp was like, and the excitement and the nerves and everything that comes with it. So it's great to see that on their faces. It's great to see them train with that freedom and them just trying to express themselves. So that's what you want as an international player. You want competition. You want people pushing you. You want to see the best players playing their best football. So no, it's been great to see. And from my point of view as one of the experienced players in the team, it's just to try and help them settle in as quickly as possible. But I think we have that environment here with England anyway, and I hope they feel that. So ultimately now it's just, I think everyone's excited to get on there on the pitch and play a game.
And just a final question for Lee. It's the 89th minute winner. Harry scores a penalty. Do you run around the touchline celebrating, or do you just calmly enjoy it?
I calmly enjoy it.
Jack Pitbrook over on the far side. Thanks.
Hi Lee. Are you conscious of this being like a fresh start and a clean slate for everyone, or how do you balance that against building on Gareth's work over the last 8 years?
Yeah, definitely don't see this as a fresh start. I think I spoke about it before in terms of taking over a team as a caretaker manager that are low on confidence, are low down the league and are struggling. This is the total opposite to that. This is a team coming off the back of a tournament. It's difference of opinion whether it was successful or not. I think it was. I think getting to first of all, qualifying for a major tournament is an achievement, and then to get as far as they did and so close and falling short. Yeah, I don't see this as a fresh start. This is a chance to build on what they've done in the past. I really believe that we're in a really strong position. I think when Gareth took over the team a while back, they were in a lower position in terms of the amount of quality that was around. But now it's totally different in that respect. These players now are used to competing. The standards are so high, and it's important. We've spoke a little about how do you want to be remembered of playing for England in terms of a legacy, and they're so close, and hopefully they go that one step further. I've got a lot of belief in them. Spoke about this already in some of the meetings that we've had. Ultimately, the hardest thing is that last push, but we all believe that they can do it.